Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another testing Dollar Tree makeup video. Of course, if you're returning, you know that I bought a ton of makeup recently in a couple different hauls and of course cannot test it all in one video. So here's another video testing some of the other products that I hauled and haven't gotten to yet. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jessica and I love to do a lot of dollar store and Dollar Tree oriented makeup and shopping content. So if that is your thing, you are definitely in the right place. So yeah, I've got a ton of products today that I'll be trying. And so yeah, without any further chit chat, we're just gonna go ahead and get into today's video. So I forgot to use this in my last video. This is the Be Pure Essentially Ageless Blur Face Primer. It's kind of this pink primer. Kind of matches my robe. And so we're gonna give this a try. I had a Dollar Diva say that they liked this, but to go sparingly with it because it does tend to, they said it does tend to peel under makeup. So I'm gonna go with a light hand. Has a little bit of like a sweet smell, but nothing crazy. It's not as silky as like some that I've tried, you know, where they have like that silicone in them and they're just like, they just slip and slide kind of all over your face. Has a little bit of a tackier finish, but it does feel like it's melting into the skin, so we will see. I do kind of feel like it does have a little bit of a blurring effect, even just on the skin. It doesn't feel as sticky now. It does kind of feel like there's a little bit of like a layer on my face, but not like a layer that's like uncomfortable. It just feels like there's something there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows, because I am gonna be putting on some eyeshadow. So I need to get back in the habit of doing like my eyes first because I do tend to make a mess. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. I am using my new Ioni retractable pencil, which I used in my last Get Ready With Me, and just some Be Pure Essentially Ageless concealer to clean them up, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. My eyebrows are done. I also primed my eyelids with an LA Colors eye primer. I will have all the products I'm using today listed down below in the description box, whether they're on camera or off camera. So now we're gonna get into the eyeshadow. I've got both powder and liquid today. So I used one of these palettes in my last testing new Dollar Tree makeup, and so I got the another color story. This is the Make Me Up eyeshadow palette, and y'all, I know this looks like kids makeup. That's what I felt like with the other palette as well. That palette performed wonderfully, and this one seems to be the same quality. Of course, the colors are a little interesting. I'm not afraid of color, but I know a lot of people are with their eyeshadow. So I'm gonna test all three colors, and then like I said, I've got some liquid eyeshadow as well. So first I'm gonna go into like the lilac shade, and I'm gonna kind of put that all over my lid, kind of up to my crease. And of course, this is a very light shade. It's a very light pastel, but it's very, very pigmented. It's swatched very well in my haul video. When I do hauls, if you're new to my channel, I always swatch the makeup. So I always have a little bit of a heads up as to what might be good or not, or what I get excited about the most. And so yeah, this color here swatched really, really well. They all did. They all swatched really well. So with that same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the blue and kind of I'm gonna start smoking out my eye. This is going on really nice. It's very pigmented, but I feel like I was a little afraid of how it would go on. But I'm using like a fluffier, longer bristled brush, and that kind of gives you a little bit more of a diffused look. That is going on amazing. This palette, again, like I said, these look like kids makeup, and it's this Make Me Up brand. It really does, like legit. I know I have a couple Dollar Divas that said the same thing. It looks like children's makeup, but seriously, like, they are so pigmented and creamy, you guys. It's so crazy. If you missed my other video, the other color story is like kind of like a warm tone, like coral and beige and that kind of thing. A little bit more on the neutral side. I bought another palette some time ago, but I lost track of it, so I'm on the lookout for other shades, or just to find where I put that. These don't have a lot of kickback, a lot of fallout, but what I do have is this Be Pure Makeup Correcting Gel Pen. So I'm gonna see if like I made a mistake, like right here, I'm gonna see if I can't like maybe clean up like right here a little bit. I think that did really kind of clean up. It's probably hard to see on camera, but I had a little bit kind of migrate down here because I'm a little messy with my brush. I'll kind of keep testing it, like if I make a mess with like for instance, last time I was putting on magnetic lashes and it came with like a black glue and I got it underneath my eyes. If I do that again, we'll use this again and see. Okay, so with another brush, I'm gonna use like a really light brush. And I'm just gonna sweep a little bit of this middle shade. This shade here in the middle is kind of similar to the color story of the other palette. I'm just gonna kind of richen this up just a little bit here in the middle and in the crease. Yeah, this is definitely performing as well as the other palette. I'm just gonna kind of blend this in, just kind of warm it up some. Put a little bit more on the outer part too. Again, super surprising on how good these little palettes are. Okay, so now we're gonna put on some liquid shadow, and I might use more than one shade. So I've got several shades of these, and I've used them in like all of my Get Ready With Me's that I've filmed this year. And these are 3 colors I haven't used yet. And I would really like to try to use all 3, but I don't think that's really realistic. So I'm gonna start with this color here. This is like a kind of a pinkish shade. These are amazing. I already know these are amazing, just so you know. This is in the shade Mystical, and I could use a brush. I think I might use a brush. And I'm just gonna kind of put this like the middle part of my lid, and I know I got a lot of stuff on my eyelid. I'm just trying to test as much as I can. Usually I tend to favor these in lighter colors because I like them as like an inner corner highlight, but this shade here just kind of called to me, especially with this palette. It just could be used as a really nice, pretty little shimmer and used in conjunction with something else. So that's kind of my thought. The kind of the more gold shade. So I'm gonna go into this shade here, kind of build this up. And then I might use the lightest one in the innermost corner, but I'll save the innermost corner for after I do concealer and foundation. This is in Pretty Poppin. So I'm gonna take a brush and just kind of blend this in more on like the inner part of my eye. These are so good if you don't know. And I'm really excited because I've got the highlighters, I've got the, they have a matte bronzer, all from this line, and blushes as well. So I'm super excited to try the other products today. I hauled them in my last haul. Kind of blend it with my finger. These are just so good. I mean, they're like high end. That is so, so pretty. I don't usually use like 2 shades of liquid shadow to, you know, usually I just use 1 lighter shade. So we're gonna go back, we'll go in with the lighter shade after we do the rest of our face. I'm gonna put lashes on off camera. They're nothing new. I'm just using my Ioni lash glue liner in one and just some lashes from ColorMates. So I'm gonna put those on and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Now, just a PSA, I'm using these ColorMates lashes that I've had for a while, and I do not really love ColorMates lashes. I'm just kind of trying to give them like one last hurrah, and so they might not be quite the best, but I'm just trying to wear them like one last time and just see how they do. So I just wanted to let you know, just in case I look a little crazy. I've got a little something weird going on over here, and I don't know if you could see it, but I can. So I'm gonna put the foundation on camera just because I really liked this so much, and I'm getting ahead of myself. It's from my last Testing New Dollar Tree Makeup. It's Be Pure Glow Foundation. This is the shade Nude. This is now my favorite foundation from the Dollar Tree. I have the darker shade as well, and I don't know if there's more shades that my Dollar Tree didn't have. Of course, Dollar Tree is never good in the shade department. They never have enough. I do think it will change. I do think it'll change in the future, but just they'll catch up. But this foundation is amazing. I would love for them to come up with a lot of shades. This is like, they hit just right. It's a lighter to medium coverage, but it is buildable, I feel. And it just, it just made my skin like look amazing in my last video. And I kind of just built it up just a little bit, especially like right here, kind of in the middle of my face. They do have more of like a tan shade that's a little warmer and a little darker. And so if you're kind of in, you know, somewhere in the middle like I am, you can mix the shades and kind of come up with your own like custom shade. That's what I plan on doing. But right now this nude shade is perfect for my skin. So far I don't seem to really have any peeling or anything yet. But like I said, I did go with a light hand, so that may just be the trick with that. And I won't end up doing a wear test today. That will have to wait until I spend more time out of the house currently. So when I go back to work in a while, I will end up using this primer and this foundation and seeing how it lasts throughout like the day. But so far, so good. So I'm gonna do my concealer and my powder off camera because they're products I've used in the past, and they'll be listed down below. So when I come back, we will test out some new blush, bronzer, and highlighter. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. I'm gonna use the bronzer first. So this is a matte bronzer from the LA Colors Too Cheeky line, you know, the ones with the purple caps. It's a matte bronzer. It's in the shade Bronzed Babe. I haven't seen where they have more shades, so I don't know if they have more shades. I just didn't find them, or if this is the only one, but it's a bronzer that comes like on this like little doe foot, and I don't know how I'm gonna apply it other than I'm gonna put it on like this and then just kind of blend it in. Let me use my beauty blender. That's kind of like this is my damp beauty blender that I use for my foundation. I have been loving, I said this in my last Testing Dollar Tree Makeup video, I've been loving cream bronzers. That's a really pretty color. It blends in pretty well. Now I found one at a jelly bronzer from Rimmel. And I used that in my, and I found that last year sometime, but I had never used it. And I tried it in my last testing Dollar Tree makeup. And that one went on really like, you could build it up, but it went on so smooth and it went on so sheer that, you know, where it wasn't scary. This is a little bit more pigmented and it's a little bit harder to blend in, but you know, you're really probably not gonna find that Rimmel one that I found last year. You know how those products are. So this would be like a good thing to try if you're wanting like a similar product for the price. I think the color's really nice. I feel like it's not blending in as well on like my forehead, but I honestly though, for like, for the money, you really can't beat it. I love the color, just a really nice bronze shade. I love, of course, that it's matte. You know what I would love for Dollar Tree to come out with? I've got these liquid highlighters. I would only probably use one color today. They're from the same line. I don't know if y'all remember, I have this and I don't think they make it anymore. Benefit came out with the Shy Beam highlighter and it's a matte highlighter, but it just goes on and it gives you like little lighter areas, but they're not shiny. And like I said, I have it and love it. I wish, and I think it's been discontinued. I would, and I don't know that any other brand makes something like that. I would love for Dollar Tree to come out with a matte highlighter. I don't know, one day I'm gonna do a makeup video and I'm gonna use some like my favorite products, and they range from high end to Dollar Tree and everything in between. Just do it like a full face of my favorite products and you will see how eclectic my collection and my taste is. But yeah, that is one of my products. I love that product and they don't make it anymore. And so I think LA Colors should step up. Yeah, so I really like this. I think this is something I will use. Of course, I'm really light right now. This is about as light as I get. And I'll be curious to see how it comes like when I'm tan. When I'm tan, I'll use kind of a little bit more all over. But yeah, it blended it pretty good. I feel like it's a little splotchy, but nothing crazy. Really not a bad product for $1.25 so far. So I've got the blushes, but I got two shades, but I'm gonna use this shade here today. This is the shade Allure. I don't really know the right way to say it. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use a clean side of my beauty blender, and I'm gonna actually kind of just put this on there. I'm gonna kind of blot it on my counter here. I don't know that I always apply cream blush right. I'm gonna kind of diffuse it out with a clean side. I've definitely had much more luck, I think, with like bronzer, like cream bronzers. That's really pretty. Very subtle, like, but I mean, it's got a nice pop of color. But yeah, that goes on really nice. I may like this a little bit better than the ones that are in the tube. I don't know, it's hard to say, but very pretty. I've learned to kind of go with a little bit of a lighter hand. I can be a little heavy-handed, as you know, if you've been with me. But yeah, that goes on just really nice. I think it looks very natural, and of course, you know, cream products are always nice, especially when your skin's drier, or if you're a little older. Cream products are really great, and I've started to take a liking to cream products. Now we're gonna try some highlighter from the same line. I've got two shades, but I'm gonna go with the shade today. It's the shade Enchanted. So again, I'm just gonna use a clean side of my damp beauty blender and just kind of blot this on. You know that trend where everyone's putting like highlighter on the tip of their nose? I mean, it's cute for some girls, but like me, I would look ridiculous. I do not have the nose for that. That's really nice. That's really nice. I really like it. Like the color. I feel like it's kind of sinking in real nice. I tried in that last, if you watched that last video, I had the jelly highlighter as well from Rimmel, and I didn't like it as much. And I definitely think, yeah, I definitely like this one more. I feel like this one kind of blends into the skin a whole lot better. I feel like I might need just a little bit more, and then kind of just, and it's all dry and cold and dreary out. It's nice to have a little bit of oomph to your skin, make it look like hydrated and a little bit, you know, little shimmer doesn't hurt. So I'm gonna go back now into the eyes. I'm gonna use that other shade. This is the shade Suga. I think I almost used this in my last video. And so I'm gonna use it today for the inner corners. So I'm gonna get me a little brush. Just kind of put this on the innermost part, my inner corner. That is really pretty. My favorite shade of this, as you know if you've been watching my last couple videos, is the one, I think it's called Toasty. It's like a gold shade. Oh my gosh. That is just my favorite. That is really pretty. For me, that like completes an eye look. Like it is not complete until you add that little inner corner highlight. So now the last couple of products that I have, one is from Ioni. It is the Ioni Fat Lip Chubby Stick. This is in Plum. It's like a lip crayon. So it can be used as like a lip liner or like a lipstick. I'm gonna be using it as a lip liner today. And then I've got some Be Pure lip jellies. And I've got two colors and we'll try both of them today. Very smooth. I love the shade. I love a darker like lip liner. So for the lip jellies from Be Pure, I think I'm gonna go with the one that's a little bit more pink. Wow, they're very silky. Have a slight like taste and smell, like a little sweet, like a little dessert-esque. Ooh, I like that. Pigmented but still glossy. Ooh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Very pretty. I can't help it. I want to try the other shade. So I'll be right back. I'm going to try the other shade with the lip liner as well. So this is the other shade. It's the slightly more muted shade. And it's really very similar. The quality, of course, is the same. Just, I guess, a little slightly less pop of pink. So now a rundown of the products today. So the standout items, of course, the eyeshadow palette. I don't really like this color story as much as the other color story. You know, it's not as cohesive a look. I mean, I used all the colors, but it's not really like, you know, where you have your darkest shade, your light shade, your shades in between. But like I said, the quality is shockingly amazing for something that looks like kids makeup. They're actually very comparable to the best LA Colors has ever put out. Like I said, I prefer the other color story of the quad. Like I said, this color story is just a little bit more difficult to work with, but the quality is absolutely amazing, shockingly amazing. And then the liquid shadows, I said it in my last testing Dollar Tree makeup, and I will say it again. These are so good. And I've had one that I've had open for a couple months. It's not dried out. It's wonderful. They last. They don't crack because I have worn these for hours on end. The quality is so good. They're so shimmery. They last on the eyes. They don't crumble. They are so good from the Too Cheeky line. These liquid eyeshadows. Absolutely love them. Can't rave enough about them. Then the bronzer, I really like this liquid matte bronzer from Too Cheeky. Just, you know, anytime LA Colors or Dollar Tree comes out with a matte bronzer, like LA Colors finally came out with like a powdered matte bronzer instead of that shimmery one that they had. And that's great. This one is great as well, especially if your skin is drier, you're older, and you want something that's just not gonna settle, and that's just gonna give you a little bit more of a youthful appearance as cream products do. Awesome from the Too Cheeky line, the matte bronzer. Really like it. Love the color. I think you can build it up if you want some more color. I just went very modest today because I don't have a lot of color and didn't want to look scary, but really nice. Then the last couple of stars in today's video is the Ioni lip pencil. I was a little worried about this because I did have a like a highlighter pencil from them that I did not really care for all that much. But this lip pencil is great. I like that it's a fatter pencil. Sometimes a regular pencil, the line can be a little thin and you have to kind of keep filling it in. I do like a little bit of a thicker line. It's like it just went on so creamy. It just blended right in. The shade Plum is perfect, so I really like this. This is gonna end up being a go-to. And I am really picky with my lip liner. And then often I feel like just the colors are it's just hard for me to find a good shade that I like. And this one here is gonna end up being a go-to for me. Then the Be Pure lip jellies. Love both of them. I think the slightly more muted shade is my favorite. The shades names were on the boxes. I don't like when the shade, like the colors aren't actually on the product, but these are wonderful. Either one is gonna get you a beautiful result. They went really nice with the Ioni lip pencil. I'll have to try them on their own as well. But yeah, just a really nice, natural, slightly glossy lip. They're creamy. My lips feel moisturized. And my lips are pretty chapped at the moment too. They feel great. So really like these from the Be Pure Clean line. Then some products that were really good as well. So far so good on the primer. A little bit goes a long way. I'm not gonna know how it wears over time. Like I said, so far I have no peeling. Now, I don't feel like it made the foundation go on any better. That foundation I used without a primer. When I used it last time, it went on every bit as pretty and smooth as it did today, so I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make. So like I said, it's not harmful. I've had no adverse, like it didn't peel up when I put my foundation on or anything like that, but I don't know how beneficial it is necessarily either. So only time will tell, and that'll be something I will have to know a little bit more in the future. And then the blush and the highlighter. I've got another shade of each that I'll try in another video, but so far so good. I think the blush is really pretty, and I think the highlighter really gave a really nice effect. Probably not like the most standout of products, but really nice for sure. Then the last couple products, one is a fail and one is kind of just an I don't know. A fail is definitely the mascara. I thought my other one was dried out, but this one feels the same. This is definitely the worst mascara I've ever tried from Dollar Tree. It just feels dried out right out the gate, doesn't do much at all. From La Mercier, I would definitely skip and pass on this. Then this product here, I'm not really sure. I did do a little correcting on the side of my eyes, and it did seem to work. I really want to test it, and I didn't really make a big mistake today. You know, if I get some mascara or some like liquid liner under my eyes or something like that, or I need to fix like a line, like a liquid eyeliner wing or something like that, I'll have to try this. But so far what I used it for was good, just putting a little bit when the eyeshadow kind of migrates down here a little bit. When the eyeshadow migrated down a little bit because of, you know, how a little messy I am with the brush. I put some and went up and then just wiped it with my finger. And it seemed to work really nice with that. I don't know how it'll do with, like I said, like a liquid line or something a little bit more kind of potent. So the jury is still out on this. I will definitely let you know. So thank you so much for watching, and definitely comment down below and let me know what you think of any of these products if you have tried them. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Definitely check out some of my other videos, and thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time.